day to everyone. I am Jumegate and I am here today to present to you our research entitled Adaptive Learning, Valuable Experiences of Students and Activities with Differentiated Instructions. As we all know, school is the best place for the students to learn and be educated. It is where the students' skills and character are being enhanced and molded. That is why having several different kinds of students in a classroom require higher level of teaching skills. This is based on the study of Hammond, in which she stated that a teacher should take the time to determine the set of skills a student needs in order for them to be ready in everyday class. Various skills require a different approach in terms of teaching. This is supported by the study of Kizas, in which he stated that grouping students according to their playing ability rather than their grade level has a positive impact on the student retention. This is also supported by the study of Sunday Store Pampanga, in which they stated that each and every student inside the classroom has their own individual style of learning. Other topics regarding the effects of differentiated instructions can be seen in the study of Joseph, in which he stated that the majority of the students in a differentiated classroom demonstrated understanding on the major concept of their courses. It is also supported by the study of Leonardo, in which he stated that students who are taught using the differentiated instructions have significantly higher achievements rather than those students who are taught using the lecture discussion method. It is also supported by the study of Publico, in which she stated that the differentiated instructions has a positive impact on the students' learning process by increasing their engagement in class. Going further, the purpose of our study is to determine the valuable experiences of students in activities with differentiated instructions. Specifically, it seeks to answer the following questions. Number 1, what are the valuable experiences of students in activities with differentiated instructions? Number 2, how do these valuable experiences of students enhance their self-image, behavior, and learnings? And lastly, what are the considerations that may be proposed to sustain these valuable experiences of the students? Going further, the methodology of our study encompasses, number 1, we have sources of data. The main sources of data of our study are 5 selected participants who are the students of Senior High School Lulumbayan. The researchers use convenience sampling technique in selecting the participants. In research method, our study utilized the phenomenological method with the use of interview as the research design and a semi-structured interview as the research instrument. For the data gathering procedures, the researchers proceeded to the interview of the 5 participants, and as our study is a qualitative research, the researchers conducted an in-depth analysis as needed. Moving on. So, after thorough data analysis, the following are the findings of our study. So first, we have 2 of them stated that the given differentiated instructions are easy to comprehend, which resulted to their enthusiasm and their motivation to do their work well. One of them stated that the discovery of new things is the most important part of this experience. One of them also stated that the giving of differentiated instructions helped him to exercise his analytical skills. And lastly, one of them stated that the experiences that he had in activities with differentiated instructions made a huge impression in him. Second, out of all the participants, the majority of them showed positive results. Some of them stated that the giving of differentiated instructions resulted to the enhancement of their confidence and the boostment of their self-esteem, while some of them stated that the giving of differentiated instructions resulted to their lack of confidence because of the comparison to one's output to another. Third, we have 2 of them stated that the use of differentiated instructions resulted to their competitiveness in the given activities, whilst one of them also showed flexibility in doing so. One of them stated that in order for them to perform well in class, they need to motivate each other, and The last participant emphasized the life lessons that he learned in activities with differentiated instructions. Fourth, the two of them stated that the giving of differentiated instructions resulted to the enhancement of their skills, specifically on reading, comprehension, and essay writing. One of them also stated that given differentiated instructions are easy to absorb and are definitely remarkable. One of them also stated that the application of differentiated instructions resulted to the discovery of different and new things. Moreover, one of them stated that the student's creativity and the heightening of one's possessed skill is observed. The fifth, one of them stated that it is proper to consider the student's strengths and weaknesses first before giving the set of differentiated instructions to them. One of them also stated that it is the teacher's part to discern the initiative in sustaining the valuable experiences of the students. One of them stated that in order to sustain the valuable experiences of the students, he needs to improve himself so that the teacher would see the development in him. One of them also stated that the full comprehension or the full understanding of the students to the instructions given by the teacher is one of the ways in sustaining the valuable experiences of the students. And lastly, one participant stated that whenever a teacher gives an activity, it is better that the teacher should let the students decide or to choose on however they like to execute the given activity. Moving on. So based on the findings of our study, the following conclusions are drawn. So first, we have the use of differentiated instructions resulted to the discovery and enhancement of the students, particularly on comprehension and analytical skills. Second, the students' self-esteem develops through their partaking in the activities with differentiated instructions. Third, differentiated instructions has both negative and positive impact. Some of the students stated that the differentiated instructions are helpful because it helps them to improve their set of skills, while some of them find it not very helpful because of the teacher's lack of confidence of their strengths and weaknesses. Fourth, the application of differentiated instructions contribute to the preparedness of the students for further activities. And lastly, differentiated instructions is a complex method of teaching, and that is why teachers should have profound knowledge about the students' skills and abilities so that they would know the appropriate set of skills that they would give to their students. Moving on. So based on the findings and conclusions of our study, the following are the recommendations. Teachers should know the strengths and weaknesses of their students so that in order for them to appropriately give the set of differentiated instructions to their students. Students should try to widen their set of skills in order for them to cope up with the further activities. School administrators should implement diagnostic tests in order for them to know the strengths and weaknesses of their students. Curriculum planners should create criterion for the teachers to use and to follow in giving differentiated instructions. And last but not the least, future researchers should conduct further studies concerning the valuable experiences of students and activities with differentiated instructions. And that is all for our research. Thank you and God bless.